Hey everybody, welcome back to WWE 12 Universe. My name's Jitch, NXT and all that. You know the drill. Kicking things off with the match I said was gonna kick things off back on Raw. Gonna rep it up. Rep. St. Louis, Missouri. Iron Man, what? I didn't know that. I'm sorry, what? When did this become an Iron Man? I don't know if I got time to sit and do an Iron Man match. I mean, I suppose it depends on how long. If it's only like a 10-minute or a 15-minute, then that's fine. Anything higher than 15 might have to be a no-go. Iron Man? Where the hell did that come from? I suppose we're settling the score. We're taking care of business. Brodus Clay, he literally has come to Raw because of his issues with Michael McGillicutty and David Otunga, although he's actually more part of NXT. I've been saying this a few times now, but NXT is kind of almost its own brand. Almost. It's not in the sense that you will see these people on Raw and SmackDown, but you won't see them very much, which kind of makes NXT have its own roster in a sense. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Michael McGillicutty. Whoa, that was a big yawn. I don't know where that came from. Actually, I do. I'm running on low sleep today. It was an important thing for me to do. Because as you may remember from like Raw, I think it was Raw, it might have been Impact, I don't know. One of the two episodes, I said I was recording at like 1 in the morning. And the other one I think I recorded at like 10 at night. I usually record them at like kind of 7 in the morning.
I've just received word that this contest will now be an Iron Man match.
Yeah, I think you kind of spilled that info a little early. Good job. Okay, so surprise everybody, it's an Iron Man match, which means in the description I'll have to say that it wasn't an Iron Man match because he received a special word that it was an Iron Man match.
Now, this wasn't the match that we had scheduled.
So we got a 15-minute Iron Man match between Michael McGillicutty and Brodus Clay. What a way to kick off NXT. We got the Hardcore Championship on the line. William Regal up against Mick Foley, who won by an astounding and overwhelming amount in the votes. And we've also got Husky Harris set to go one-on-one with Justin Gabriel from SmackDown. That's our next match. What a weird episode of Raw we just came off of last night. The ECW champion, the champion of this brand, Nemesis. I know it's NXT and that doesn't make any sense, but hey. It's not going to for a little while because the NXT title, we're working on it, but we've got an ETA of a couple years before that belt's actually going to exist, so sorry about that. We're doing our best, honestly. In the meantime, though, enjoy the ECW Championship. The E stands for extra, because it's the extra championship.
That can break your back. Oh no! Oh man, what impact from that suplex!
But what was I saying? I kind of distracted myself. Yeah, what a weird episode of Raw we had. The ECW champion Nemesis deciding to crash the main event of Raw in a handicap match. Put himself up against D-Generation X, who weren't even supposed to be on Raw. That's a SmackDown tag team, taking the place of Stone Cold Steve Austin, who was a SmackDown superstar. However, we had some serious limitations on the Raw roster, so we needed all the help we could get. A lot of people just came down with man flu. I'll tell you, Brodus Clay versus Michael McGillicutty for 15 minutes. That's a match that I think a lot of people have been wanting to see. NXT is where it's at. You won't see this on Monday nights. Don't know why I'm trying to start brand war here. He sure did, didn't he? He sure did get sent to the ground. That's right, friend voice. You're my friend. We're going to be hearing some words from the ECW champion Nemesis later on.
And there's the belly-to-belly suplex.
There's a pre-recorded interview following his loss to D-Generation X. This was recorded Monday night. He's not here tonight. He's had a few things to say about why he attacked Stone Cold Steve Austin, why he stepped up into the main event of Raw, what that was all about.
And it's so hard to catch somebody with the size and power of Brodus Clay.
Michael McGillicutty, he's struggling. He is. You can see it in it. He's trying to reach them ropes. No? Okay. I really wanted to just do a spot where he'd reach the ropes, but that's fine. I thought it would look better than, like, always having the move reversed.
Michael McGillicutty showing in the early going.
Plus, obviously, then they're getting more damage, which is probably good for them, to be honest. Lawler Scream. Okay. Oh. We could be moments away from the first fall in the match. Nope. McGillicutty made it.
Drop kick connects. You can see the arrogance pouring.
It was one drop kick, dude. Maybe don't waste time.
Watch out here.
Someone holding up a sign that was just like Brodus' shoulder tattoo? That's a very weird thing to have.
Brodus is looking for something big here.
You know, Brodus has definitely excelled above NXT recently, but he's back here on the yellow brand after his failures at Fatal 4-Way. And I do say failures. He did not capture the United States Championship. That is exactly what that would mean. Michael McGillicutty's hands literally touching the ropes. Referee now realizing that.
Caught the leg. Wow.
I just think it adds something if you always kind of try to escape to the ropes rather than just literally escaping every single submission hold by just reversing it, always having him like kick them off. So I might just try that in the future. Where available, of course. Well, this would be a strange way to get a pinfall. I was going to say that I don't even know what he was thinking he was going to achieve there. We've gone over 5 minutes of this match so far, not a single fall yet. First ever Iron Man match we've had. And what an interesting matchup for it to be. But I suppose this is to squash the beef. This is to end the feud between these two. 3 even. I mean, this gets rid of the McGillicutty problem if Brodus wins, but it doesn't get rid of David Otunga. That's generally the point in a match. Yes, they are supposed to fight until an end is declared.
You're in trouble now.
And Brodus had something else in mind for a second there.
Moving on pure instinct now. What will it take to finish this superstar?
It's all about trying to get the W for Michael McGillicutty. Okay, submission hold of his own, yeah. That's not really going to get you very far against a powerhouse like Brodus Clay. There's a reason that McMahon wanted him in the powerhouse. Well, nice knowing you, McGillicutty. I mean, the match has got to carry on, and apparently Brodus doesn't even want to go for the pin. It's a really weird thing I've noticed in 12. I don't remember that, but I guess they just don't try pins after they hit their finishers.
McGillicutty in control. McGillicutty with a great move.
Well, it was a wasted opportunity by Brodus Clay to not have gone for the pinfall. I know he knew he had a few more minutes left in the match, but look at this. McGillicutty.
We got to cover. 1, 2.
And that's why you need to capitalize when you have an advantage. Brodus Clay is now at a disadvantage. He's now lost the first fall of this match, as we've just reached the halfway point. 7.5 minutes have passed, another 7.5 to go.
Watch it. And he gets out of the ring.
Probably a wise choice. McGillicutty can afford to do that for the time being. I mean, I don't think he can run from a match for 7 minutes, but he can try.
Oh no!
Very impressed by the lack of David Otunga we've seen. It's real good to see McGillicutty actually fending for himself in this Iron Man match.
Great counter there from Brodus Clay. Man, look at that mug on Brodus Clay.
McGillicutty doing everything in his power.
And Brodus Clay winds up on the receiving end of a heavy shot.
Well, that was awkward, but it worked.
Shoulders down.
That gonna be enough? No. Well, I'm kind of glad.
Nice catch.
Oh, jeez.
Michael McGillicutty just got
God, I love a big shoulder tackle.
yeah. Then he takes him down with a toss.
This is such an unusual match. I really can't go with that this is the first ever Iron Man match in this series. I know this is, you know, not everyone's cup of tea, but I gotta say, I'm thinking they're delivering. I actually kind of enjoyed this match.
All the damage to the torso, all the pain that's been dealt, appears to have finally.
Brodus seemed to be able to keep it together quite well after McGillicutty, but he's showing some signs of hurt now.
Aggressive assault to the back. Brodus.
Brodus!
Good night.
Big old exploder.
After that.
Oh. Now he'd be wise to go for a pin this time. Okay, yeah, dragging him away from the ropes. That makes sense.
Time really begins to be the enemy at this point. 1, 2.
Well, there you go. The score is even now. 1-1. Michael McGillicutty, Brodus Clay. 1 fall each. 5 minutes left on the clock.
From the ring to the floor.
The question is, who's going to take advantage and potentially get that second or third, or who knows how many falls. Hopefully not 15 to 16 like one WrestleMania. It's very long ago in a forgotten time. God, that was bad. That was definitely very bad. An absolute tragedy.
And he was just sent careening into those steel
This is a
steps.
very interesting strategy by McGillicutty.
This, for the love of anything that's sane. Look out, McGillicutty.
Well, you heard the referee. Don't think he won't count you out.
Brodus is looking at him like he's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Drop kick. McGillicutty was right on the money, and he's getting out of there.
McGillicutty giving himself some breathing room. Well, he's not at an advantage right now, so I don't really understand why you want to... Okay.
Big impact into the guardrail. Like a dart.
More steps. Just making sure to put the hurting in on Brodus.
Hey! Oh my God! Did you hear that impact? How much more? How much more are you willing to pay to win this match? This is unreal. And now comes the trash talking out of Brodus Clay.
Well, there you go.
How do these superstars keep
McGillicutty, I guess he was just trying to bait him. I don't really know what the strategy was there. Gotta try and get that second fall, yeah. Yeah, that's crucial. At the moment, they're looking like they're going to end on a tie.
Great reaction. He does it again. Nice counter right there by McGillicutty.
That was a ton of velocity.
Oh, McGillicutty's doing very well for himself to fend off Brodus Clay. This guy's been a bit of a machine, and I actually think McGillicutty's really held his own. I don't know if either of these two are going to be able to come out of this one without an injury, to be honest. I feel like it's almost a given in an Iron Man match.
And the taunting continues.
Watch out here.
Jeez.
Ebb and flow of this match is just incredible.
Ah, there you go. McGillicutty manages to create another opening for himself.
Not this.
He's looking at it. And Brodus Clay appears to be wearing the wounds of war. He's setting up.
Begging for Brodus to get up. He's busted him open, and there's a McGillicutty once again.
And he may be out.
I don't really know what the point is here. This isn't a last man standing match.
And again, another possible momentum shift
Oh
in this
Jesus!
matchup.
Brodus got bloodied real quick.
Watch it.
I can't believe it. I mean, that's concrete. How do you
Oh,
do that
no.
to a human being? And he scores it.
Well, that's another point in the scoreboards for McGillicutty. That puts him in an advantage. With less than a minute remaining, Brodus Clay a bloody mess. And Michael McGillicutty, I think I can already, I think everyone can see through exactly what the plan was. Got less than half a minute left. And Michael McGillicutty is doing every single thing in his power to waste as much of that time as humanly possible.
Whoa. Would you look at this? Can you believe it? This is an undying will to
Unbelievable strategy by Michael McGillicutty.
succeed.
Just wanted to lay him out one more time. Wow. What a strategy by Michael McGillicutty, making sure that he got that extra point in through a count out and getting the victory. Well, he beat the Beast. Can't say there's a lot of respect in the way that he won that Iron Man match, but he did win it. So, hey, you know, you do what it takes. That's one for the ages, in a way. Congrats to Michael McGillicutty on that Iron Man victory. Oh no, don't say he's injured, don't say he's injured, don't say he's injured. Shit. Well, way to go, Michael McGillicutty. Oh, come on. He'd already won the match through a count out of all things, and that's just not enough. Gotta make sure that Brodus Clay never comes back to NXT. Wow. I mean, credit where due, that was a hell of a statement made by McGillicutty in his first real singles performance. And I don't even know why I'm stopping talking, because the next match is literally just when the game booked, which means I get to hype it up. Justin Gabriel, a former United States champion, up against Husky Harris, the man that beat him last week on NXT. I can't remember exactly what happened after their match, but they're having a rematch, so I'm assuming they don't get along.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Cape Town, South Africa, weighing 223 pounds, Justin Gabriel.
Let's have a quick look back at what happened last week between these two. Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater. They went one-on-one with each other. I mean, Justin Gabriel and Husky Harris, sorry, I read the name Heath Slater. Okay, so Husky Harris won the match. Did he offer him like a handshake or something? Oh, Justin Gabriel vented extreme frustrations after losing. That's right, he attacked my friends.
From Brooksville, Florida, weighing 295 pounds, Husky Harris.
I guess now we'll have to wait and see what will happen in this matchup. Husky Harris and Justin Gabriel, one-on-one. Hopefully this one doesn't turn into an Iron Man. We can't have just a whole show of Iron Man matches. I mean, admittedly, that'd only be a 45-minute show, excluding, you know, how long it takes some people to get down to the ring. That wasn't a jab by Husky Harris. He's actually pretty quick with it. And here comes Brie Bella? I think that's Brie Bella. That might be Nikki. I don't honestly know. They kind of look exactly the same on the account of being twins. Cool. Looks like it's Justin Gabriel I'm going to be trying to get the win for this time.
And this one should blow the roof off the house.
No, I thought last week these guys had a pretty good match. It's, you know, it's worth seeing again.
What must he be thinking now?
NXT is a place for opportunity. It's a place to rise up and make a name for yourself for the first time in your career. It's supposed to be kind of more for the newcomers, and that means anyone. That means any newcomers. That doesn't mean new to the wrestling world. That means newcomers in general. So people like the Road Warriors, them appearing on here, it's not actually that foreign because they are newcomers still. It kind of depends on their prestige outside of the business and what they've done lately. You know, someone like Alberto Del Rio, there was a lot of buzz around his signing, and he kind of fits now in NXT a little more than he does SmackDown, because he didn't exactly stand out in his SmackDown performances, despite being considered a World Championship competitor.
We have that tremendous main event still to come.
Justin Gabriel could be a hell of a fan favorite. The problem is, he knows it, and he doesn't respect it, so he won't do it. And it's as simple as that. Guy could be easily a top star, someone who is well respected, but he just doesn't care for it. Definitely using his speed to his advantage against Harris.
This personal animosity exploding between these
I was happy to see Husky Harris get his first ever victory. Well deserved.
And he crumbles down in the corner.
It's got a long way to go before this guy really breaks out as a star, I think. You know, it's one simple match after all, but there's definitely a lot of interest in Husky Harris as it currently stands.
The scales at 300 pounds. He's a third-generation superstar with great natural instincts for our business. Okay, what does Husky Harris need to do to win this? And again, the mind games are played.
Oh, that was close. Nice reversal by Harris. Still to come, we're going to be hearing from the NXT, the ECW champion, Nemesis, as well as, of course, a hardcore championship defense from William Regal. Regal set to go up against Mick Foley in our main event. That's going to be an extremely tough one for Regal to make it through. Something tells me that Mick Foley kid, he might have a bit of background in hardcore. In the WWE universe. Nicely missed there. You saw the tantrum Justin Gabriel threw when he lost last week. I'd hate to imagine what would happen if he lost again this week. That thing was almost on par with Wade Barrett's after losing the ECW Championship, a title that he is still to get his rematch for.
Watch it. Good night. Ouch.
Husky Harris is doing well for himself once again. Managing to ground and pound Justin Gabriel just like he did before. Oh, that'll do it. That was a very effective sounding kick.
Caught the leg. Wow.
Caught the leg. Wow. Okay, off the ropes and into a pin attempt. I'm really bad at kicking out in this game. I panic every time I get pinned because I'm just like, I don't understand the pin system. It seems like it skips through the blue line rather than like highlighting where you are in the blue line, so I don't actually know if I'm in it until I'm out of it. So I usually end up missing it.
Wow, what a slam to the ground.
King, as soon as this match is over, we may need our medical
Justin Gabriel's not looking too good. Don't say medical personnel. No, 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 no. We've already lost Brodus Clay tonight, I think. I don't know. I haven't seen the news yet.
This has been a war.
I'm assuming as much. He was being carried out on a stretcher. I'm assuming that that's Brodus Clay written off for a little while now. Thanks, I'm not Gabriel. McGillicutty.
Wow, did you see that?
I did see that. Wow.
Uh-oh, trying to put him away.
Oh, damn.
Powerbomb there from Justin Gabriel.
That was an impressive move for Gabriel to do on someone twice his size.
Gabriel wants to.
Uh-oh.
450. There you go. Finishing move. This guy's won US championships with that move. I mean, he hasn't because he had to climb a ladder. But hey, it's a victory for Justin Gabriel. That's what counts. This ain't no one-way street. Justin Gabriel was able to pick up that victory.
Here's your winner, Justin Gabriel.
Well, congratulations to Justin Gabriel on getting back that victory. I don't know what this means for his feud with Husky Harris. I'm gonna just like, cut that short. I don't like that victory animation very much. As here comes, I forgot she came out. I don't really know why there's a Bella here. That adds nothing to the feud, and she's on Raw. They're both on SmackDown, so you can forget about it. Whatever you're trying to do, it's not happening. I'm joined by the man who crashed the main event of Raw last night, the ECW champion Nemesis, as well as his partner Jetstar. What provoked you to attack Stone Cold as well as face DX in his place? DX as well as Austin had no business being on Raw last night. Frankly, whilst my contract may read Raw, neither did we. But soon, the world will notice a third brand, our brand, NXT. We will put this show on the map, and next time, address me correctly, because I'm declaring this title the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Any comments, Jetstar? To everyone on Raw, NXT, or SmackDown, watch your backs. Well, there you have it, folks. Jetstar and ECW World Heavyweight Champion Nemesis. The Disciples of Darkness intend to put NXT on the map. Okay, we are back here on NXT, as we are awaiting the arrival of Mick Foley and William Regal. Got some comments from the ECW champion Nemesis, who's apparently just trying to represent the brand. He's trying to, you know, take things a little bit more seriously for NXT.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match, and it's for the Hardcore Championship. And introducing the challenger from Long Island, New York, weighing 287 pounds, Mick Foley.
Who wishes to be referred to as the ECW World Heavyweight Championship rather than the ECW Championship. Well, he'll be defending the ECW World Heavyweight Championship against Wade Barrett next week. That might be the end of the reign for him. That championship may have got into his head a little too soon. He's got his first defense coming up, and it could be his last. Same for this guy.
And his opponent, the Hardcore Champion, William Regal.
Look, I know the belt used to say WWF in that corner, and that's why it just says WW, but couldn't they have just changed it to an E? Wouldn't that have been better than to just say WW? It's a single line in the letter. I know it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know if they still have it like that. They kind of say WWF a little more these days. No. It looked like it still had the old logo on it. In the top bit. Yeah, it looks like it does that too. Well, William Regal and Mick Foley, the hardcore title
That's what
at
it's all
stake.
about. That's the prize they're going after right there.
Wish them both the best of luck in trying to win this gold, if you can call it that. William Regal definitely, I think, is at a disadvantage. I feel like Mick Foley's background speaks for itself.
There's no telling what these competitors will do in Extreme Rules.
And he's not going to waste any time
We're about to find out.
going right for a weapon in this Extreme Rules match. I don't really think this was a title designed for someone like William Regal. And I don't mean that with any disrespect to William Regal. I mean that I just think he's a little bit too classy.
Wells throwing it across the chest.
I'm surprised he didn't replace the Hardcore Championship upon winning it, to be honest.
Sent flying out of the ring.
You could expect something big for Mick Foley in his attempts to win the Hardcore Championship, though. That's for sure.
Oh,
Uh-oh, Foley's caught him.
stuck on the barricade. And King, that was a jaw-shattering shot.
Yes, it was.
Jaw-shattering
But this is
shot.
falling. Can we get an official over there?
Mick Foley is dominating this match. There's a wild expression on the face of Foley. Oh, as we've said many times, King, when you leave the ring, the match becomes incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. And I think the crash into that ring post summed that up.
I don't know what to say. Just had a moment of like, I got nothing. I'll just let the commentators call this match. Because that's the thing, I suppose, I can do that. It is one of the reasons I kind of regret turning the commentators off in 2K19. I can't have them just kind of carry it when I don't have anything to say, and then it goes really quiet. So I might maybe put them back on in the future. I have had some requests too, after all, for that exact reason, I'd imagine. I don't think it was anything personal.
But it definitely took a lot of damage.
I may have taken it personally at the time. I didn't quite understand, but no, I think I get it, to be honest.
Oh, have a nice day.
I don't always have things to say. I mean, when I was originally considering doing Universe, bringing it back when I, you know, started in like April and did 11, a part of me was really tempted to do it without commentary, because it didn't feel like the commentary really added anything. But then I figured, well, it kind of gives narrative to the stories. So, as weird as it sounds, like, sometimes I think I'm just gonna like try to relax a little more. It's kind of something I've been trying to do quite a bit. Is just relax more with the whole Universe thing, and just like, you know, let it speak for itself more often than not. I don't really want to call matches and stuff. I just kind of want to be a guy playing a game and just have fun. But obviously I will tell the stories that the game can't, which is why I will still talk. Wow. I actually feel bad for William Regal, but I didn't want to injure the guy.
Here's your winner and the new Hardcore Champion, Mick Foley.
Well, I don't know when he's going to defend that for the first time, but place your votes down below, and we'll try to have that happen sooner than later. Who would you like to see from the Raw roster face this man for the Hardcore Championship in the near future? You place your votes down below, and I'll be sure to oblige. Okay, so let's have a look at the... Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. Let's have a look at the news and the rankings, shall we? That sounds like a good idea. A good idea. Wow. I got really sleepy for a second there. Okay, so Mick Foley's won the Hardcore Championship. Woo, confetti. Right, so what does that do? So Brodus Clay is not injured. No, he's not. Okay, cool. So Brodus Clay, Michael McGillicutty, and Mick Foley and William Regal are both from Raw. So Brodus and McGillicutty will look for first. They'll be near the bottom. So Brodus has dropped a rank, whilst McGillicutty has remained the same coming out of that. Mick Foley has gone up 1, and William Regal has remained the same. Okay. And then Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater from SmackDown. No, Husky Harris. I keep saying Heath. I think it's just because Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater are a tag team, so their names together just kind of naturally roll off the tongue for me together when I think of something starting with an H. But yeah, Husky Harris has dropped from 10 to 25, whilst Justin Gabriel is number 8. My god, I love the fact that like wins and losses really matter on SmackDown at the moment. Because Animal and Hawk are only there because they haven't lost anything yet. If they lost one match, it looks like they'd also drop about 20 ranks. Because it's trying to figure out who the top guys are at the moment on SmackDown. I love it. I wish I could reset the ranks for every belt. I really do. Well, I guess Undertaker's coming back for another night, as he's going to face John Cena. Because I'm doing the remarkable matches now. We've got a Cruiserweight title defense coming up, so Sin Cara will be on the show. May not be against Heath Slater, but in my brain he qualifies as someone who could fight for the Cruiserweight title. I'm not entirely sure. Maurice versus Beth Phoenix. The problem, as I said before, is that this game doesn't actually let me know who qualifies. You can put the Cruiserweight title on literally anyone. It's fine. It doesn't tell you that you can't. When you're booking the match, just so people kind of get the context, because I know 12's a bit old, so people probably just forget stuff like this. Yeah, you can literally book anyone to fight for the Cruiserweight title. That's what it says, Cruiserweight Championship. You can do whatever you want with the Cruiserweight title in this game, so I have to kind of figure out who the Cruiserweights are, which is a little awkward. I might have to start doing the rankings thing I keep talking about on the wiki so that we actually know who the Cruiserweights are. We got Maurice. Maurice versus Beth Phoenix. I might change that to a mixed tag. I might, because like the Miz keeps getting involved, so we might carry on working with that and have Miz and Maurice versus someone. And realistically, we need a contender for Austin's WWE Championship. I know Money in the Bank is, well, it's that close. But we need a contender. Someone to actually come for Austin's WWE Championship. So what we'll do is we'll have some kind of contenders match rather than a Money in the Bank qualifier. I think SmackDown might have to be one of those brands where I just kind of announce the Money in the Bank participants. Although, to be fair, we've got 2 more episodes, and you can have qualifiers right up to the last one. But it's just that we've got 5 more, so if we did, 2 on that one, 3 on that one, like a tag team match and a 6-man tag, and just had them all qualify that way, there you go. So, actually, it'll be fine. We just won't have a qualifier this week because Sin Cara really needs to defend that Cruiserweight title. The women really need to get booked. John Cena versus Undertaker, I'm just going to let it happen because, to be honest, it is a rivalry that's been going on and it probably should happen. And yeah, we do need a contender for Austin's WWE title as well. So that's that. That's what you can expect in SmackDown this week. I mean, obviously with Austin and DX competing on Raw this week, you can expect to not see them on SmackDown this week. Same goes for Tyson Kidd as well as Alberto Del Rio, because they appeared on Raw this week when they weren't supposed to. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode of SmackDown. Bye.